this video is made for you. We are gonna work on the core, and then we are gonna work on the legs, doing some flexibility training and helping the muscles to stretch, especially the calves and the glutes. So it will be about 45 minutes. Enjoy, and please do it every day, or at least try. Okay, we are gonna start with the deep breath in. Inhale, reach the arms up. Close the eyes and exhale, join the palms together in front of your chest. Release the hands and just start focusing on your breath. 4 or 5 deep breaths, feeling how the air goes into your lungs, which area of your body you expand with your breath, and which area you relax. Just let your body melt and soothe. Ground through your feet. Feel the body weight into the feet and become aware of how you spread your weight into your feet and into your legs. If you have the same amount of pressure in both legs, if there is a part of the foot that you use more, just become aware of it. And then inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, you bend forward just a tiny bit, halfway, keeping the back flat. Start bending the legs, lowering the belly into the quads and releasing the hands down into the ground, and then slowly sit all the way back. And you can use a support to put under your glutes. So I'm gonna use a block. You can use anything like pillow or a few books, just something that will support your hips while we do the movement for the legs. This will be very important at the beginning, at least for the first month, because you will need some support to don't collapse in your belly. So with the block you will have more open hips that will allow to keep the knees straight and to keep your body straight without falling back. So inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, you come forward, touching your legs or your feet, wherever you can reach, doesn't matter, just so that you feel the stretch. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, start warming the lower back with the twist. So with the right hand, you reach for the left leg and you look back. Inhale, center. Exhale, the other side. This is quite a dynamic movement, so we're gonna do it quite fast. 5 times per side, so that's 2. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. And this time really hold the leg or hold the foot, whatever you can reach. Once you have a good grab, then you just use your hand to push your body back and look towards the back hand. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, the other side. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, just place the hands at the side of your legs and walk your fingers forward. In the same time, you really engage your feet. You bring your foot towards yourself and you try to spread the toes wide as you walk the finger forward. Inhale, arms up. Relax the feet, relax the toes. Exhale one more time. Spread the toes, flex the feet, and walk your fingers forward as much as you can. Really hold it, engage your abs to make this folding action. Try not to arch your back too much. And breathe. Inhale, reach the arm up and release the hands. You can keep them at the side of your body just to support your back, or on top of your thighs. It will work more on the abs. We're gonna start warming up your ankles. So doing some ankle circles one way. And then the other way. Make the circles as wide as you can and really mobilize all the ankle joint. Try to keep the hips firm, just move from the ankle and the knee a little bit. From here, really point the toes as much as you can and then flex the foot, bring the toes towards you as strongly as you can. And then point the toes and flex the foot. Point the toes, flex the foot. When you flex the foot, really engage your quads, make your knee as straight as possible, and really make this action as much as you can. Spread the toes and see if there is any difference from one leg to the other. Relax. Point the toes forward, and then flex the foot again. Good. From here, we're gonna take underneath one leg with both hands. We're gonna just open the chest and join the shoulder blades together, and then from here we're gonna circle the lower leg. We're gonna keep the upper leg as it is, so just don't move this area, just move from the knee downward toward the feet and make some circles. This will help for the ligaments of the knee and for the mobility of the lower leg. Good. From here, inhale, and as you exhale, see if you can extend the leg forward, spread the toes, use your hands for support. Inhale, bend, exhale, extend. Inhale, bend, exhale, extend. The leg doesn't need to be high, it can be lower, it really depends on your flexibility. The only thing is that you want to try to keep your chest as open as possible, shoulder blades joined together. And then release. Place the foot on top of your thigh. Good, and start shaking a little bit the knee up and down, warming up the hip. Take the foot with both hands and start to bring the knee behind you and the foot toward your face. Doesn't have to be a big movement, it can be the movement that you can actually do. Just start to mobilize the hip. And from here release, and then take the other leg, both hands underneath the thigh, and start to circle the lower leg one way. Keeping the chest open, shoulder blades together and shoulders away from the ears. And then turn to the other direction. Inhale here and exhale, start to extend the foot, extend the leg, keeping both knees straight, both legs active. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and then place the foot on top of the thigh. Great. And start to shake the knee up and down, creating mobility in the hip joint. Starts to be tiring to be sitting down, but it's normal. We're just using our abs, using our spine muscles to keep ourselves straight. And then taking the foot with both hands and start to bring the knee behind your body. Inhale, center. Exhale, push the knee back. Push the foot towards your forehead or your nose, ideally. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And release the foot. Hands up. Exhale, bend forward towards your legs. And stay here. You can grab the knees, grab the ankle, just hold wherever you can. You can also use a belt and just wrap it around your feet and use it to come forward with your body, pushing your hands and your arms. Just try not to arch your back, just keeping the chest open and the shoulder blades joined together. And inhale, come up. Release the belt if you had it. And from here we're gonna warm up a little bit the core. So inhale, hands up. And as we exhale, we come forward like we're paddling on a canoe. And inhale, raise up. Exhale, the other side. Really keeping the body as soft as we can. Exhaling, coming down, and inhaling, coming up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And from here, keeping the hands at the chest. And then as we exhale, we are going to make a big circle in front of us, trying to pass over your toes. Inhale from the chest. Exhale as we do the circle. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last big circle. Exhale. Center. And now reverse the circle into the other direction. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, center. 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 And release the hands. Shake the shoulders. And then we can sit all the way into the ground. And then from here we're going to take this leg, bend the foot and place it inside of the other leg. So it's touching the other legs but it's not underneath, just at the side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend forward. You can also use the strap or a towel just to push yourself towards the straight leg. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, raise up. And really flex your foot and push with the strap towards you, really to stretch the Achilles tendon. And come down and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up and change. The other leg goes straight and the opposite leg bends into the body, into the leg. Taking the strap again, wrap it around the foot. Inhale, exhale, bend forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend forward. We bend with the strength of the arms. We try to keep the back as flat as possible, not arching too much from the dorsal area. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, raise up, shake the legs and change into a tabletop position. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, arch the lower back, look up with your eyes. Exhale, push into the hands and round the spine, round the thoracic area as much as possible. Inhale, let the belly drop, let the chest come forward and the head look up towards the sky. As you exhale, push into your hands, push the thoracic area around up towards the ceiling. Inhale, round, look up. Exhale, arch and push into your hands. And then center. From here, we are gonna extend one leg behind us, keeping the toes into the ground and pushing the body weight back, trying really to stretch those calf muscles, stretch the hamstrings as well, really put all the weight into that back toes to stretch the leg backward. Stay here. Follow your breath and feel how your breath makes your body move with every inhalation and every exhalation, and then release the foot. So we are keeping back our left leg, raising it up, and so we're gonna extend the opposite hand. So we're gonna extend the right arm outward and we're just gonna hold it. This will help for the balance. It will help a lot to keep our core muscles engaged. And just stay here. If you feel like it, you can bend the knee and push the knee into the chest, making the elbow touching the knee, and then inhale, raise up. Otherwise, you can stay still. We're gonna do 5, and then 4, 3, 2, and last one. Inhale, hold it, and exhale, release. Always checking that our knees are underneath our hips and our hands are underneath our shoulders. So now we're just gonna extend our right leg backward, pointing the toes and pushing the body weight back, stretching the calves, stretching the Achilles tendon, stretching the hamstrings. Close your eyes and focus again with your breath. See if you're breathing with the nose or with the mouth, if the air is going to the lungs or into the belly. Just become aware of how you normally breathe. And then from here we're gonna raise the leg and raise the opposite hand and hold it. Try to keep the leg and the hand at the same line. Try to don't collapse with the lower back, so keeping the abs engaged, the navel towards the spine. And then from here, we're gonna bend the knee, bend the elbows, make them join together underneath you. Inhale, raise. Exhale, bend for 5. Inhale, raise. Exhale, bend for 4. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 1. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale and hold. Release the hand, release the leg, and then open the knees wide. Make the toes join together, and then sit back on your heels. Extend the arms forward. Stay here just to catch your breath for a couple of deep breaths. Keep keeping the hands as they are, coming forward with your body, keeping the chest down and lower it until it touches the ground. Join the knees together, feet together, round and circle the shoulders. And when the shoulder blades are touching towards each other, keeping the chest open, we rise up, keeping the elbows bent, keeping the shoulders rounded back and away from the ears. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, this time we're gonna push into your hands and then we're gonna sit back into our heels again, stretching the body forward. And inhale, coming forward again, lie down, extend both arms out, and then from here we're gonna take our left hand and we're gonna place it at the side of the chest. We're gonna take the left leg and we're gonna place it on top of the other leg and just turn so that you can feel the deep stretch into the right shoulder. If you feel it too much, don't hesitate to come back. Just see wherever you can arrive, wherever you can reach, and hold. Feeling the stretch. 5. Deep breath. Inhale, come back to center. Extend the left hand and bend the right hand at the side of your chest. Bend the right leg and place it on top of the left thigh or outside. And stay for 5. Deep breath again. Feeling how the fibers of the front shoulder are stretching, how the shoulder blades go closer towards the spine, and how with your breath you can allow full relaxation of the muscles. And then come back to center. From here we're gonna use our hands, tuck the toes, and raise up into a plank. So we're just gonna adjust so that our hands are underneath our shoulders and our toes are really strong, pushing back. And then we are gonna hold it for 30 seconds. So it's gonna pass just a little bit slower than the normal usual 30 seconds. It's gonna help to strengthen our core. Don't hesitate to come down to your knees if you feel that is too much. I'm just gonna hold it for 30 seconds. So now it's 20 already. And then don't hesitate also to push into your hands to come higher or to lower so that you work also on the shoulder blades. Inhale and exhale. 10 seconds left. Inhale, exhale. 3 deep breath. 2. Last one. And push your body weight back into downward facing dog. You can bend the knees, lower the hips, and then slowly start to stretch the knees. We are just gonna hold it for 3 breaths. 2. And 1. Lower the knees and lie back. Catching your breath. We're gonna raise up into downward facing dog just one more time. So again, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, tuck the toes, raise the knee, push the body weight back, and slowly, slowly start lifting the hips high. You can keep the knees bent, or you can start to extend the knees as you feel that you can feel the stretch. And then slowly, slowly start to lower the heels, and we're gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down, and then we're gonna sit back, and then from here just working a little bit on our abs. So from here we're just gonna use our abs to lift our legs up, and then release our hands and stay here. We're gonna hold it for a few seconds. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, twist towards the right side. Inhale up, exhale, right side. Inhale up, exhale, right side. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, left side. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and center. Release the hands, release the foot, and lie back on your back. So from here we're just gonna do basic crunches. So we're gonna keep the feet together, knees together, really feeling the lower back touching into the ground, and then we're gonna lift our body up, just the upper body. Don't use too much your hands, these are just a support for your head, but the movement should come from your abs. So inhale, and as you exhale you come up. Inhale down, exhale 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 up. Inhale down, exhale. 5 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and release the legs, release the arms. So now we're gonna just use our hand to touch the opposite foot. So I'm gonna use my left hand to touch the right foot, and we're gonna just do it for 10 times. Inhale, and then exhale, touch. So you lift the leg as you lift the arm, they touch, and you go back to center. Inhale, exhale, touch. Inhale, come back. Exhale, touch. 7 more. Inhale, exhale, 6. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, last one, exhale, and release. Catch your breath, release the legs, release the hands. Use this time to release the tension into the ground. And then we're just gonna switch. So now will be the left leg with the right hand. Inhale, exhale, touch for 10. Inhale, exhale, touch for 9. Inhale, exhale, touch for 7. Inhale, exhale, touch. Inhale, exhale, 5. inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale, last one, and come back down. So for the first week, feel free to just do it once, and as you become stronger and your abs will be stronger, you can do the crunches and this twist just one more time, and then you can do it 2 more times in the 3rd week, and so on. Okay, so from here we're just gonna use our legs, and we're gonna bring our right knee towards the chest, our left leg extended, and we're gonna use the left elbow to touch the right knee, and then switch. So we're gonna do it 20 bicycle twists, 18. Just keep on going and keep on twisting. Feel the abs working. And more. Last 2. 1. And release the foot down, release the head down, and breathe. Great. So from here we're gonna transition into our plank again. Don't hate me, please. So 30 more seconds. We can stay into our hands, or if you feel pain in the wrists, don't hesitate to come down to the elbows. It's the same work for the abs, so I'm gonna do it on the elbows this time. 20 more seconds. It's good because every time you do it, it's less tiring. Until you can do 1 minute and you don't even think that the time is passing. Just the first weeks that is really hard, but it's gonna improve for sure. 10 more seconds. And release down to the ground, release the head. Great. So from here, we're just gonna use our hands to push our upper body a little bit higher, and then we're gonna take our back foot and try to push the heel towards the glutes, but be careful not to have the knee too wide. Really keep it in line with your hip, and then use your hand to push the heel down towards the glutes. We're gonna hold it for 10 seconds. And then release and switch. So the hand that was on the floor comes back and takes the foot, and the other hand comes down to the floor. Check that the knee is in line with the hip, and use your hand to grab your foot and push your foot towards your glutes, and hold it for 10 seconds again. It's really good if you can breathe to the belly and feel the movement of the air inflating and deflating from the belly. Try to breathe only with your nose, especially when you do the stretches. You can use this time to focus on your breath and make the air come in and go out from the nose only. and the arms, extend the legs, and then from here we are gonna raise the right hand and the left foot up, and exhale, release, switch to the other side, inhale, exhale, release, inhale, exhale, release, inhale, exhale, release. 5 more. Just alternate one leg and the other, and always the opposite hand towards the ceiling. Two more. And now try both hands, both arms, and raise them up and keep it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands at the side of the chest and push your body weight back. Sit back into your heels. And then from here, slowly come up. Shake a little bit the legs, shake the shoulders, and just use a wall to do our pyramid pose. So one leg forward, one leg back, both hip facing the wall. The back foot is open 45 degrees, the front foot is straight. Inhale, and as you exhale, you bend forward. If you want, you can use your hands onto the leg or onto the floor, but to start is always better to be at the wall, and then work your way down as you feel the stretch. Always keeping the hips squared. And just hold it. And as I was telling you before, use this time to focus on your breath. Focus on the air that comes in and out from your mouth. And if you feel it from your mouth, switch into the nose. Inhale, come back up and switch leg. Keeping the same distance from the wall and the same height with the hands so that you have a similar effect. Always keeping the hips squared, bending forward without arching the spine. I keep the hands a bit higher so that I feel a deeper stretch into the thoracic spine, but you're welcome to keep them lower. And just experiment. If you feel just a little bit of stretching, not as much as you wish, you can always lower the hands into the floor, and you can always make a little twist towards one side and the other. Just experiment how this feels into the body, how the body weight changes into both feet as you twist. And come back up. Let's see. And then come back to center. We're gonna do it one more time, but this time we're gonna really stretch the Achilles tendon. So the only thing we're gonna do different is that we're gonna raise the toes, and so put all the weight into the heel and spread the toes and stay here. up and switch to the other leg. When you are in the position, just lift the toes, spread the toes, and really use your heel as the fulcrum and stretch the toes towards you to feel the back of the leg stretching, especially the calves. Inhale, come back up, release, and we're gonna do your not favorite but most helpful position. So I'm gonna use a blanket. You can use any pillow, anything soft, just to keep your foot safe. So we are just gonna keep our knees together. We are gonna try to keep our heels as close as possible and just sit on them and stay here. As we stay here, we are just gonna use a little bit of creativity to work on the shoulders. So we're gonna join our elbows together, and then as we inhale, we raise the elbows up, and exhale, join the elbows together. Inhale, raise them up. Exhale, join them again. Inhale, up and spread. Exhale, join. See if you have both shoulders on the same line. If there is one higher, one lower, just make them even. Become aware of the tension that you have in the back. Breathe into them and release all this tension with the movement. And then we're gonna reverse the circle. Inhale as we go back. Exhale as we join the elbows together. Inhale, go back. Exhale, join. 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 Release the shoulders. And then from here, we're just gonna cross our hands and our elbows. So basically, let's say we're gonna put our left hand underneath, right hand on top. So bend the left hand and make it look towards the right side. And then from here, we're gonna use the right hand to wrap around. So this is called eagle arms. You can Google it if you can't understand exactly how to do it. It's very possible that your hands will not interlace. That's fine. You can only interlace the thumb if it's not available for you, this position at the first attempt. It's very normal. So inhale. As you exhale, you raise the elbows up. As you have them in line with your chin, then you're going to push them away from you, and you want to feel the stretch on the outside of the deltoid muscle in the shoulder and on the back of the back, in between the shoulder blades and the spine, basically. And stay here. And then release. And now we're gonna do the opposite. So right hand underneath, left arm on top, bend the right hand and make it face the left side, and then take the left hand and wrap it around like this. Raise the elbows and push the elbows away from you. And stay here for a few breaths. And then release. So your feet are probably killing you right now, that's normal. So you can just tuck the toes. And so now it will be the same, but instead of being sitting on the heels, we are sitting on the heels, but our toes are tucked. So this will help to stretch all the fascial and the connective tissue of the foot. And so we're gonna do one more stretch with the feet like this. So we're gonna take one hand, place it up, and then bend the elbow and make the hand touch in between the shoulder blades. And then from here you're gonna use a belt or a towel and just use it to grab the opposite hand. So you can either, if it's available for you, grab each hand like this, or if it's not available, just use your strap and just grab wherever you can. That's fine like this. Just keep it in this position for a while so that the deltoid muscle can be stretched in the legs. In the shoulders. And then switch the other side. And release. Great. From here we're gonna remove the blanket or the pillow, and we are gonna use the belt just to stretch the Achilles and the hamstrings one more time. So we are basically just gonna take the belt and place it underneath the foot, so it will be not here but really underneath the metatarsal area, and then extend the opposite leg and lie back on your back. So you use the belt really to push your leg up. It can be lower, just wherever you can feel that the knee doesn't bend, and just stay here. So we're gonna hold it for 10 seconds. Keeping the opposite hip pushed on the ground. You can keep it, of course, for longer. Just don't forget to really flex the foot. Make the toes come towards your tibia so that you can feel a deeper stretch into the Achilles tendon and into the calves. And then we're gonna grab with one hand both sides of the strap, and then we're gonna open the leg sideways. Inhale, come back up. We're just gonna do 5 and 4, 3, 2, and last one. Come back to center and then switch. So the other hand takes the both sides of the strap, and then we're gonna make a twist with the upper leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, 4. Inhale, center. Exhale, 3. Inhale, center. Exhale, 2. Inhale, center. And last one. Come back up. And then just switch into the other foot, same thing. So first we're gonna hold it for 10 seconds, just straight. You can keep the leg lower as you need, just to keep your knee straight. The other leg is firm and is really onto the floor, so it's not raising up. And we're just gonna hold it wherever we feel the stretch for 7 more seconds. And come back. From here, just hold with the same hand both sides of the strap and open the leg sideways. Inhale, center. Exhale, 4 more. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. And then twist into the other side. So as you exhale, you basically switch the strap from this hand, from the same hand, to the opposite hand, and the foot is gonna go to the opposite direction. Inhale, up and center. Exhale, twist. You can arrive as low as possible. I'm unfortunately in a small room, so I can't go any further. But you can really go down and really touch the ground if it's available for you. 2 more. And last one. And come back to center. Release the strap. Great. And from here we're just gonna stretch the lower back. So we're gonna take our right knee into the chest, and we're gonna really push with our hands to stretch the lower back and hold it. Then place the foot outside of the opposite leg. With the opposite hand you take the knee and you push the knee down, making a twist, looking into the opposite direction. Inhale, center, and then release. Taking our left leg now and pushing the knee towards the chest. Stay here. And then place the foot outside of the leg and push with the hand the knee down. Come back to center and release the legs, release the arms. Make your body very heavy and very relaxed. And take 3 deep breaths to finish. Feeling grateful for today, for doing this routine for you, for helping your body to improve. Feeling grateful to have the time to dedicate to your body. And then slowly we're gonna sit up. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, join the palms in front of you. Thank you for doing it the whole time. That's great. And see you soon.